2022 season, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bills and the Rams on Thursday night primetime.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight, it's the Thursday opener for the new NFL season between the Buffalo Bills and the Los Angeles Rams. The wait is finally over. Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis here in the start of a new NFL season, and we kick it off with a bang on Thursday night.
What's interesting about these Thursday night games is oftentimes we hear people say, is it really fair for players to play on Thursday night? But what did we hear from both of these teams going into this one? How excited they were to have the spotlight on their teams, their franchises, the rest of the league watching them go at it.
With fall around the corner, football is back, America, and we're underway on EA Sports. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. So out come the Rams now for their first possession. They're led out by the southpaw Tua Tagovailoa in his third season now out of the University of Alabama.
This week, such an important one for his entire offense, but for him especially. He wants to start this new season off strong. He's got big plans for this year. Wants it to be one where he finishes among the league's best while leading his team to the postseason. A strong opening week is a great start to that and can create momentum that carries over not just to next week, but the next few weeks as well. A rising tide raises all ships, and if he can start the season off strong, his offense will benefit.
14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. First carry now for David Montgomery. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's a gain of 13, first down Rams. Well, no slow start here. A couple nice chunk plays back-to-back.
I love the momentum that they're showing here early because they did it both ways, right? Threw the ball on first down for a nice chunk of yardage. Came right back and ran the ball. Looks like they've got the defense set back on their heels. Let's see if they can keep this moving.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 48-yard line. Oh, it springs free. Montgomery loses it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Out of the gun on 3rd down, here's Tua. That's into the hands of his tight end, Will Dissler. And he's going to have a Rams first down. They needed 4, he doubled that.
And you use the proper word there, dependable, and sometimes spectacular, because tight ends nowadays, they can do it all. But they're the guys you trust, especially across the middle of the field where there's traffic. He delivers, and they pick up nice yardage.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Here's Tua. This one swung out to Montgomery. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. And this will be play number 8 of the opening drive. It's 3rd and short. Now Tua on the bootleg here. And that is incomplete. The Buffalo defense does its job, and it's 4th down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
Myers' kick is good.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, Mission accomplished. Points on the board.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Leading them out, Trey Lance, now in his second season out of North Dakota State.
In recent years, we've seen a lot of love for North Dakota State in the NFL draft. And Trey Lance, he's a great example of what the Bison are sending to the league each and every year. This guy looks like a franchise quarterback. He wants his opportunity to prove it to the rest of the league.
On 1st and 10, here's Lance. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And they're able to get this one across the 35. At the 38 now after a good start to the drive. Lance going to throw. That pass complete to Deontay Hardy. Working with 2nd and 5 now. Here's Lance. This one complete to Mecole Hardman. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 43. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for 1st and 10. First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. What a matchup here for our first game of 2022. The 103rd season in NFL history, and this is the first of 285 games on the schedule this year. Now, both of these teams certainly hope to be playing in that 285th game. That would be Super Bowl 57 in Arizona. The Rams were able to raise a Super Bowl 56 banner before the game. Of course, they beat Cincinnati on this very field back in February to win that Lombardi Trophy. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. The Bills with a football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lance. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Holding offense.
So retract the yardage and retract the touchdown.
And retract the chunk play. Big strike there to get the touchdown. Now they've got to take it back and see if they've got another one still in their arsenal.
And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line. To throw again on 2nd down. Lance throwing quickly to Wilson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. This is shaping up to be a really nice-looking drive to get the season underway here. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line. 2nd down and goal. Lance. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Trey Lance taking it in from 4 yards out. Justin Tucker for the extra point. And he's 1 for 1 on the new year as his kick is good. And it was Trey Lance taking it in himself to cap the drive with a touchdown run. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback. So the Rams coming back onto the field, their 2nd drive of the game. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. To Montgomery to begin the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. On the jet sweep, here comes Moore. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a first down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And taken down just shy of the 40. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Looking to pass. Tua. And this is incomplete. So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. That's complete. It's Elijah Moore. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A couple of first downs on the drive already as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. Montgomery back to the ground. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner. Here's 2nd and 10. Tua going to throw. Ayuk bringing it in on the crossing route here. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 28.
That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
On first down, Tagovailoa finding Moore on the out route for the completion. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime. A first red zone opportunity the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. And again, it's Tagovailoa. And just not enough on the throw there. Down around his feet and incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Tua sets up to pass it. And he'll just get rid of it.
I'm really liking what I'm seeing from this defense because their coverage has been playing at a shutdown level so far. Even backed up late, they're forcing incompletions and fighting to keep them at the end zone as the first half winds down.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. Over the middle, complete. It's Moore. And he's not quite going to get to the marker. It'll be a gain of 8 on 3rd and 10. Tua on 4th down. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Brandon Ayuk.
Yeah, because normally you're just thinking, can I get enough yardage to get it past the sticks and pick up a first down? Instead, they go for the end zone and get it done with no margin for error. Remember, 4th down, they went for it.
So that drive spans 13 plays. And it was Brandon Ayuk capping it off with a touchdown reception. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together, maybe get into field goal range. Lance now on first down. Over the middle and complete to Wilson. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. Now a play fake. Lance. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. 2nd and 4. Here's Lance to throw it. Flushed out right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Max Crosby blowing up the play and getting the sack. So we have reached halftime here in the Thursday night opener. As we send you to our EA studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Brandon, good to get another season underway. We'll get back to you guys for the second half of the season opener. But first, let's take a look at what's still to come here in the opening weekend of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they'll have to contend with the New England Patriots. In the late afternoon games, one to keep an eye on for sure will be in Minneapolis, where it'll be the Vikings taking on the Green Bay Packers. And finally, what a kickoff to Monday Night Football. Russell Wilson's first game as a Bronco, and it's in Seattle to wrap up Week 1. With that, let's take a look at the next-gen stats for Buffalo in that first half. And they did not do much at all in terms of throwing the football in those first 2 quarters. That's going to need to improve if they want to erase this deficit. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they had a little more success than their counterparts did in the passing game, as evidenced by the numbers there.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Fielded just outside the goal line. The Bills offense set to take over to begin quarter number 3. Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down. They want to see if they're ready to answer.
Second down and right back to McCaffrey. And this one will go to the 28-yard line.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On play action, Lance. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Camera miss was the fist pump from the sideline after that catch. They're fired out. That's a big gain. Sean McVay unhappy on the sidelines visibly. He's made the decision to reach for the red flag. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call. So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Throwing on first down is Lance. And he's going to go down here a sack. They push him back to the 34. Unfortunately, the O-line failed to hold up to try to keep that momentum going. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Another try after the first down sack. Lance will get this out wide here to McCaffrey. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Now Justin Tucker is out to try the field goal. From the right hash. This from 48. Tucker's kick is good.
We know that. But here, you get back on even terms, and now you've got most of the second half to try and get yourself into a position to win.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now the attention turns back to the Rams offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. And their 3-point halftime lead gone now, back to a tie game. But, Charles, I don't imagine that changes too much for this offense.
I would agree. I don't think it changes much at all, whether it's a 3-point lead or a tie game. They know they have their work cut out for them, and they were going to run their offense in the same vein.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. From the gun, it's Tua. That's complete out left to Ayuk.
He has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Tua's throw here into the hands of Moore. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Going up the gut, Montgomery. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That gives him a little juice because you're right, he struggled, especially that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. 2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. Here's Tua. Got an open man, that's Campbell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. No, they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. On now is the kicker, Jason Myers, for the field goal try. He hit his first, now this from 43. Myers' kick is good.
It's a tennis match, isn't it? Who's going to be able to break serve? Is it going to be Borg or is it going to be McEnroe? One of the great Grand Slam epics. Go ahead and look it up, folks.
And from the end zone, Deontay Hardy will bring it out. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. While the medical staff checks on him, we'll step aside in this Week 1 contest. 1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this 4th quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. Throwing again on 2nd down. Lance. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Throwing is Lance on 3rd down. Completes it to Fant on the right side. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Lance. Catch is made by Hardman. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. From midfield, here's Lance. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it. Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Again, they'll throw it with Lance. Being chased out left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Lance now to throw. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This was the old NFL record distance for decades, a 63-yard attempt. Tucker's kick is good. Came through with confidence and matches what was Tom Dempsey's 43-year NFL record at one point of 63 yards.
Yeah, I can still see that highlight of Dempsey making that kick, and nowadays we see it a little bit differently because, remember, Dempsey was a straight-on kicker. But these guys nowadays, the range keeps increasing, and they keep putting it through the posts.
Now Tua on the bootleg here. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua, that's over the middle and caught by Ayuk. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And he wisely will throw that one away. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Up the middle, it's Montgomery. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 44 yards rushing for him now to this point. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing. Because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
Tagovailoa are going to try and throw on 3rd down. Open man is Ayuk, complete. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 41-yard line. 3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. He'll get this down to the 38. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. Again, this is Montgomery. And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Myers' kick is good. Got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
So the Bills now down on the scoreboard. 36 seconds remaining. This is only week 1 of the season, folks. Get strapped in as they come up here 1st and 10. Now Lance. He's going to let it fly. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete. Garrett Wilson, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Here's Lance. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. Lance looking to throw. And he'll be stopped after a very short gain, and now you're looking at 4th down. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. Desperation time here. Lance fighting Hardman and brought down, but a big gain, a gain that they needed. The only thing to keep in mind here is with him being tackled in bounds, that clock is moving. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
They'll drop it off to McCaffrey. And that's good for a gain of 6, and that will bring up 2nd down. Well, part of the season officially underway. It's great to be back with you, obviously, but the first game of the year always is special, and love, I know you do too, love having it on a Thursday night.
Yeah, I think it makes it special, right? It makes it so that everyone is just watching, all eyes on it on a special night like that. I think it's going to be a great season, partner. Can't wait for the next several months. We know there are going to be surprises all the way through the season. And before we know it, we'll be talking about opening up on a Thursday night again next season.